actually I could explain it better for the paintings, and
Mhm.
hopefully people will get it. And you guys are definitely getting it. It seems, and but it's just it's a piece at a time. It's just like a little, it's like the church, like in the painting, crumbles, one piece at a time. It looks like a rocket launcher freaking blew through that church in the open rebellion
Right.
scenes, of the chapters of the book. But it didn't happen like that. It
Right.
crumbled, and then we just couldn't see it crumbling. And then all of a sudden, one day, you look through it and you're like, oh my God, there's nothing but hell inside of this whole thing,
Well,
because
that's exactly, that was one of
it's
my,
man run.
yeah, that was one of my transformations to finally understand that there was nothing good to be had in a church. And that's kind of the way it was for me. It was like just one day I could finally see it. I mean,
Mhm.
I was never like fully on board with church anyway, but I still, just followed right along like everybody else. And I didn't see just how destructive it really was. So that was part of my transformation, to get out of that, to see it for what it is. It's like Eric was saying, you don't necessarily see the missile go through the church and blow it up, but you look back and you can see all the zombies and the skeletons and the wounded people and everything
Or
else
the dead.
and the dead.
If you really look into that painting, you'll see the dead bleeding all over. Like,
Yeah.
some of them are still wounded, some of them are dead, some of them got their arm ripped off. Some of them are, hiding behind a wall. There's a lot of different things in detail.
And if you walk into a church and you see people, smiling and, happy to see you, blah, 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 but, that's just what they're showing you on the outside. And of course, you don't see what's really going on the inside until, maybe never, but later anyway. And so that's kind of what I eventually saw. And, that was a conversation Eric and I had too one time about the fact that, and with you too, I think, Scotty, but the fact that this is the rest of our life. This isn't
Mhm.
like, okay, we're gonna get fixed and we're gonna be good and it's gonna be a great and glorious and victorious life from here on out. It doesn't work that way. God is working in our lives every day, and it's like going through the battle every day.
Mhm.
It's not like, well, the war is over now, so we can just rejoice and be glad. I mean, there are good days and bad days for sure, but it's not like the war is over. The war is
Mhm.
over when we breathe our last, and that's another thing people don't want. I want to be able to rejoice in that the war is over, and they don't want to go through this for the rest of their life. But that's the way it is. If you want to be with God, He wants you to let go, like you were saying, Scotty. Stop trying to control everything and let Him take you where He wants to take you, show you what He wants to show you, have you, uh, like Eric talks about, speak the truth, meaning speak what's going on inside you with God when that comes up, and and healing can happen, but it's not a instantaneous thing most of the time. I know with people in the Christian circles who like to do the healing ministry, and they want to get healed and get on with their life. Well, that's not the truth of the matter either. I mean, not that God can't do that, but I just don't see that as a viable, real thing that God does all that much.
Mhm.
I mean, He does in the church context, but not really. I mean, that's what people think happens. Oh, we just prayed for you, brother, so you're good now. Stop taking your schizophrenia medicine now.
Yeah, stop taking your Depakote now. Stop taking your lithium because you're healed, you know?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That is what they fucking do.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
And it was. And it was to that one guy. It was brain. It damaged his brain, you know, and nobody cared. You know, it's just,